Hey there, Elizabeth here, and before we get into today's episode, I thought I would just make sure you knew about my free workshop. It's called The 3 Secrets to Integrating the Arts with SEL. And if you're interested in creating some calm, dissolving those distractions, and promoting positivity in your classroom, this is definitely a workshop you want to check out. You can go to theinspiredclassroom.com/workshop and register for free right there. I hope to see you inside. Welcome back to the Inspired Classrooms podcast. I'm Elizabeth Peterson, your host, and I'm looking forward to talking a little bit about what the word explicit means to us teachers when we're talking about social emotional learning. Last episode, we looked at the word proactive and what it means to proactively teach social emotional learning concepts. Today, explicit teaching. And I'm going to say one thing before I get into the actual explicit teaching of what that means. And that is that, I am neck deep in SEL. I think SEL, social emotional artistic learning, is the best method of bringing social emotional skills into the classroom. Not only because it helps students by bringing experiences to them, creative, hands-on, artistic experiences for them, but it also helps the teacher. Helping the teacher is just embedded in SEL. But this topic here of explicit teaching, even though it is a foundational concept within SEL, and it's actually part of the teacher training that we do inside of our SEL courses, but explicit teaching needs to be really part of all social emotional learning. No matter the program, no matter the approach, no matter what grade level, no matter what content area we're talking about, explicit teaching is important. All right, now here's the meat of why. Social emotional learning just should not be a mystery to our students. We're past the point of trying to, teach that quote unquote hidden curriculum or touching upon the soft skills. Again, I get my little quotes going on there. Instead, we need to be really forthright with the skills that we want our students to learn. We have to be explicit. So when we're teaching a concept or we're reinforcing a concept through whatever the students might be doing, it's important for us to use the language of social emotional skills and explain to the students why this stuff is important. It can't be a mystery to them. It has to be full-on explicit teaching. And, just one real example of this would be if you are having your students do group work and they're working together on a project. Doesn't matter what subject, doesn't matter what grade level. They're working on a project, a conflict arises, you maybe sit back for a moment and kind of see how they do. If you need to get in on it and kind of mediate what's happening, part of your mediation should be talking to them about what's going on and how they need to compromise and how they need to listen, and that these listening skills are really important, not just for right now, but it's a life skill that they need to practice. And you can tell them that part of what you're looking for as they do this project is not just the final project, but also you're looking to see how they interact with their peers, how they work together collaboratively. Let them know. Let them know how important those skills are. And I think the more that we do that, the better off our students are going to be. Now, let's say you have a student that's working on their own and you can tell that they're shut down. When you go over to try and help them, you can be, again, explicit with your teaching. You can tell them what you notice. You can tell them how their body language got you to be a little concerned and you wanted to come over and ask them if they needed something, ask them if they needed space, talk to them about what might be going on in their mind or in their body, ask them what they need, and tell them that this is part of, how we deal with things in life, in school, and kind of approach it in a way that not only are you reaching out to help the student, but you're also giving them that opportunity to start to learn from what's happening to them. Again, explicit teaching, we can't let social emotional skills be a mystery for our students. So, what do you think about this? What do you think about this idea? Should we just be kind of, trying to get kids to be responsible by giving them responsibilities and then grading them on whether or not they follow through? Do you think we should be leading them through? Or should we be leading them through and also explicitly teaching them all the way through from the beginning to the end how all these little skills are part of everything that they do? Because that's the thing. SEL skills are actually embedded in everything we do in life. And that's why it's so important that whatever SEL method or whatever philosophy you may bring to your classroom, whatever method you may use, whether it's SEL or something else, or if it's a program that your district has asked you to implement, it's important that you realize how embedded all these strategies actually are and how we can weave that explicit teaching throughout our entire day for our students. All right, this is a topic I'd love to talk about. So find me on Instagram or Facebook and start up a conversation with me in the DMs. What are your thoughts on this? The explicit teaching, the proactive teaching from the last episode, and just, social emotional teaching in general. I would love to have a conversation with you about all of these topics. All right, until we meet again, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Thanks so much for listening. My name is Elizabeth Peterson. Be sure to subscribe, and I look forward to continuing this journey with you.